Politics, of course, is the other big story this season. And the big update from Delhi, of course, is the fact that Arvind Kejriwal has gotten interim bail from the Supreme Court. Ashmit is here with details. Ashmit.
Well, a hugely significant development this. Sitting Chief Minister Arvind Kejriwal arrested. That made headlines in the month of March. And since then, there has been an outcry from the Aam Aadmi Party that opposition leaders are being targeted, not being allowed to campaign in the ongoing national elections. And that argument appears to have struck a chord with the Apex Court. Through the course of this week, we saw detailed hearings take place before the Apex Court. And in the course of these hearings, the Apex Court made some very pointed observations. Number one, the Supreme Court said that they're not looking to differentiate between the common man, the Aam Aadmi, or politicians, that they're not looking to make that distinctions. But nonetheless, the Supreme Court said that national elections come only once in 5 years. If not for the national elections, they would not have considered this relief, this interim relief of interim bail. But that this situation that we are currently seeing, a sitting chief minister behind bars, that falls under the category of exceptional circumstances. The Supreme Court had also observed earlier that as far as deciding the larger question of whether or not the ED arrest was legal, that question, that decision will take time. But if this time is taken, then this time allowed for campaigning will not come back to Arvind Kejriwal. It will not be available to him. And that, we understand, has formed the basis of this relief coming in from the Apex Court. Today, the hearing was very, very brief today. It lasted barely a couple of minutes. The Supreme Court spelled it out very clearly that they've made up their mind. They will be passing orders for releasing Arvind Kejriwal on bail till the 1st of June. So that's the interim relief that has come his way. What is also important is that an observation that fell from Justice Khanna. He said in the course of the hearing that he was arrested in the month of March. He's been in custody long enough that 21 days of relief will not quite impact the investigation process. Just to give you context, important to bear in mind that 2 weeks from now, May 25th, is when Delhi will be voting. That's where one of the key areas that Aam Aadmi Party will be contesting from. And then subsequently, on the 1st of June, Punjab goes to polls. That's another key area that Aam Aadmi Party will be contesting. So essentially, that's the window that Arvind Kejriwal has been given, a 21-day window within which he will be allowed to campaign. We will have to watch for whether or not any conditionalities that have been imposed as a part of this order. In the course of the hearing, Arvind Kejriwal's counsel had submitted that Kejriwal will not be signing files, will not be attending his office. We'll have to watch for that. We'll also have to wait and watch whether this order acts as a precedent or not. Let's bear in mind that just earlier today, there was also an application by former Jharkhand Chief Minister Hemant Soren, who's also cited similar grounds, that he's not able to campaign, that this is the national election. So we'll have to see whether this forms a precedent, whether investigating agencies can arrest such highly placed personnel, whether that's Chief Minister, elected representatives, when it comes on the eve of election. So all details now, all eyes now on the text of the order that comes from the Apex Court. We heard the oral directions. We are now following up with the Apex Court for a formal order copy, which of course will have more details on the way forward.
All right, Ashmit, thank you very much for that. That's an important developing story over there. By the way, Bank of Baroda numbers have come in and